Good morning, LDBC. It's your boy, Mr. Universal Sports, coming live from my undisclosed location in the Southern California. Hey, you know how we do it. Well, folks, it's 8:32 in the morning, and I have time to make a video, taking a break from spending time with the fan bam. And let's talk about the Welterweight Division, folks. And we had an upset this past Saturday. I did check out the fight on Sunday, and I scored the Manny Pacquiao Jeff Horn fight 116 to 112 for Manny Pacquiao. Now, purposely, this has come from my opinion. I didn't watch many videos in the LDBC, but I'm glad Manny Pacquiao lost. This is what happens when cherry picking goes wrong, folks. I don't know if Bob Arum is trying to retire Manny Pacquiao. I don't know if Bob Arum's mad at Manny Pacquiao because he wouldn't fight Terrence Crawford and pass the torch. But I think I'm glad that Manny Pacquiao lost because he was not going to fight a Keith Thurman. He was not going to fight an Errol Spence. He was not going to fight a Sean Porter. The only top guy he fought in the last few years was Floyd Mayweather and Timothy Bradley. And I don't think, personally, I didn't think a third Bradley fight was needed because I scored all the Bradley Pacquiao fights for Manny Pacquiao. But anyway, let's talk about the welterweight division. Here's my thoughts on it. Now we got 3 champions in the welterweight division, 3 belt holders. Errol Spence holds the IBF. Keith Thurman holds the WBC and the WBA, and Jeff Horn holds the WBO. Now, the number 1 contender, and I checked the ranking system this morning, for the WBO is Lucas Matisse. And now that Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum do business together now, I anticipate that fight for the WBO title being next for Jeff Horn. As for the IBF, the champion is Errol Spence Jr., arguably the most talented guy in the division. He doesn't have a mandatory currently because the number 1 and the number 2 spots are currently vacant. The number 3 spot for the rankings in the IBF is Carlos Ocampo. So I anticipate Carlos Ocampo and some other and the number 4 contender fighting an elimination battle to see who's the mandatory for Errol Spence. So currently Errol Spence is free. Now with Keith Thurman, who is the WBC and the WBA champion, it gets tricky because he's currently injured. He's out with an elbow injury. He recently had surgery, I think in April or May. I'm not sure yet, but he's out for the rest of the year. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to fight Errol Spence right now for his first fight back. So he's going to want to take a warm up. So who's is mandatory for the WBC? Sean Porter fought Andre Berto for the mandatory for the WBC. It was a WBC eliminator. So Sean Porter is the WBC mandatory. Now for the WBA, it gets tricky because Lamont Peterson is currently the WBA regular champion, which I currently don't recognize as the champion. I call it the number 1 contender. So he is the mandatory for the WBA belt to fight Keith Thurman. So Keith Thurman has quite a bit of work to do before he can get to Errol Spence when he comes back. So I'm projecting. I have an idea. I don't know if it's been said before, but I think Lamont Peterson and Sean Porter should fight, and the winner fight Keith Thurman. Now, I think Errol Spence should immediately go after Jeff Horn since that he has no mandatories and he's currently free. So I think Al Heyman should call Jeff Horn's promoter. I don't know if it's Bob Arum or not, and offer a monster offer to Jeff Horn, maybe $2-3 million. Errol Spence presumably beats Jeff Horn and captures the WBO title, and Jeff Horn gets to cash out. And now Errol Spence has the IBF and the WBO belts. But here's a problem. I think Manny Pacquiao has a rematch clause for the WBO title and Jeff Horn. But from what I'm hearing and the news articles on Boxing Scene and other boxing websites I've been reading, is that Pacquiao's currently having trouble with his camp. And he's strongly thinking about retirement, which I hope he does because the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao era is over with. And quite frankly, I was sick of fighters young fighters in their prime, holding their careers, don't want to take a tough fight, don't want to fight each other just for they can get a Mayweather or Pacquiao shot. I understand the money aspect of it. Don't get me wrong, get your money, but it's like we want to move along. We want to see undisputed. Now, here's my thoughts on the Mayweather-McGregor fight. I haven't really talked about this on my channel. I hope this is just a one-shot deal for Floyd Mayweather. Come back, get $100 million, and that's it. One-hitter quitter. I hope Mayweather doesn't come back because this is the new era. And if I have a feeling if Mayweather comes back, they're going to do the same thing. Fighters in their prime are going to not want to take tough fights, not want to fight each other, and hope their careers just before they can get a Mayweather shot. But anyway, I mean, tell me what you guys think about the welterweight division. I want to see undisputed. It's your boy, Mr. Universal Sports. And I got one question for everybody. Where the hell is Timothy Bradley? I know he's been doing commentary, and he does a good job on commentary. But is Bradley retired? Yes or no? Can anybody answer that question? Anyway, it's your boy, Mr. Universal Sports. Shout out to the LDBC. Signing out. Have a good day.